Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Comrade Zero Spike back again once again. And today, people, today we're here for Bakugan Sentai Bunbunjer episode 5. And in this episode, we get the debut of Bun Black. And yeah, we actually see how he gets his, he gets a whole axe. We see how he gets his weapon, we see how he gets his changer and all that good stuff. And I'm so ready. He has now become my favorite character. Okay. He has now become my favorite character. And in this episode, we see that Oxus has basically joined the Bunbunjer, but he wants to do more. He wants to do more. He wants the suit. He wants the weapons. He wants to look cool. He wants to be a superhero. He wants to save and protect the people in a suit and things like that. And he basically asks Taya, hey, can I be a Bunbunjer? And after he lists like all those reasons, we see that Taya says that nah, because as you are now, you can't be a Bunbunjer. And that even surprised Mira and Sashiro. So since that surprised both of them, we see that Oxus kind of takes some time to himself and trying to reflect on what Taya told him. And by, it's surprising Blue and Pink, they talk to Taya about it, and Taya's just like, hey man, it's whatever, dude. Like he was very like nonchalant about it. And we see in this episode that our Bun and Taya are building or working on 2 new Bun cars, which we'll talk about later on in the episode. But we see that Oxus is basically taking some time to reflect while our three idiots are basically trying to figure out their next plan. And also they're mad that they weren't in like an article in the newspaper, and then they were kind of mad that they weren't like getting any like media type stuff with them, like no one was really talking about them. So they ended up creating a new Hashirada-san, and this Hashirada-san is a dartboard. They end up using a dartboard to make him, and he calls himself Auto Darts. Now Auto Darts is basically going around the city kidnapping people and basically making them try to hit the bullseye on his dartboard that's on his shoulder, and if they can't, they get a penalty. And if they and this penalty basically tortures them, and when it tortures them, it basically makes like the energy for the gas line to come out of them. So we see that Oxus is chilling by himself trying to figure out what he needs to be a Bunbunjer, what he needs to be the hero that he wants to be. And we see that he goes off and he sees that Auto Darts has kidnapped 3 people, and he ends up making them play his dart game, and they lose. One guy, which this scene cracked me up, he's getting like pelted with like plastic mallets, and then and the new guy that he's getting ready to who doesn't win the game, they made him walk on like rocks, these colorful rocks. And then that's when we see Oxus. He runs in to save these people. He ends up saving the woman first that they were about to play the game with her as she screams, and he ends up pretending to play Auto Darts' game. But as soon as he throws the dart into Auto Darts' eye, and then that's when he grabs the people and helps them escape. Once he helps them escape, we see that he ends up getting chased into this warehouse. And when he gets chased into this warehouse, we see that Auto Darts kind of beats him up a little bit, and that's when our main 3 Bunbunjer come into the fray, and then they end up getting baited into playing Auto Darts' game. We see that Pink, she loses, and she ends up getting pelted with metal pans. We see that Blue loses, and he ends up getting pelted with like pies or something like that. And then that's when Taya, Red, when he wins, he does actually win, but he still gets a penalty. He gets strapped and chained down to an electric chair, and they ended up getting beaten by him, but they decided that they're not going to give up fighting and stuff like that. And then that's when Oxus gets his second wind, and he basically starts attacking Auto Darts. When he attacks Auto Darts, he realizes his resolve and says that he wants to be a hero that protects the people, and it's not about looking cool and acting cool. It's about protecting the people or protecting the planet, and being the best, being a hero that you can be. And that's when Taya calls Genba. Genba comes in and throws him a big, like, this suitcase that was actually supposed to be a delivery for Oxus when he actually, figured out what he really wanted to do. We see that Taya was already planning on making Oxus basically making him into a member of the Boom Boomjer. He just wanted Oxus to grow a little bit, mature a little bit. So he ends up giving him this suitcase. He opens it up, and we get his changer, and we get his axe. He gets an axe, and he is a black and gold axe, and he gets his changer, and he ends up transforming. When he transforms, it's a very different transformation. Even the voice lines that come out of the changer are different. It's like a deeper voice I feel like it's the same voice actor. It's just a deeper voice, when it comes down to the changing. So that's when Genba leaves, and he says, hey, you kids have fun. And he ends up we see that Oxus ends up transforming into Boom Boom Black, and that's when we get our roll call, and that's when we end up going into our fight scene where they're fighting all the Hashirasen monsters and grunts and stuff. And then that's when Boom Boom Black shows off his amazing friggin' power, basically, and single-handedly taking down Auto Darts. When he takes down Auto Darts, that's when Yadu Yadu comes in and does their thing with the whole race, like chasing him on the Rainbow Road racetrack stuff. And we get the debut of Patrol Car 1 and Patrol Car 2. And these are the two mechs that they were working on before, earlier in the episode. They're basically two police cars, and they're basically supposed to be like two patrol police cars, and they have this ability to where they're able to create like digital clones of themselves, and they end up boxing in Yadu Yadu and ends up creating a spike trap. They create a spike trap for him, making him fall off the side of the racetrack, making him puke up Auto Darts. And then that's when we get into our mech fight, and we see that we get a whole new form for our Megazord, and this form basically is a police kind of looking form, and they end up using Patrol Car 1 and 2 as pistols, as guns, and they're able to basically defeat Auto Darts with this new form. And it was actually pretty dope. The way, and one part of the fight was really fun too, was Auto Darts is constantly throwing these giant darts at them, and they're shooting these darts, and the darts are exploding and becoming like fireworks. Basically becoming fireworks, and they end up destroying Auto Darts, and they end up, everybody goes back, and we see that they give the news to I forgot her name, but they end up giving the news to her, saying that he's part of the Boom Boomjer now, and everybody gets ready for some curry. And but that episode was dope. I love this episode so much. We got the debut of Boom Boom Black. We see that he does look different than them. He does have a different changer than them, and he seems like he's gonna be like the tank or the powerhouse of the team, which usually that's how the Black Rangers are. Like the Black Rangers or the Green Ranger sometimes are usually like the tank. Like their class is like the tank or something like that when it comes down to it. And I'm liking it. I love the shoulder pad and stuff he has on his suit. Like he has something that differentiates himself from the rest of the team, but he is part of the team. Next, we got Genba, and I don't know when we're gonna get the debut of Genba. I feel like Genba is already a freaking Boom Boomjer. I just feel like he works on a different side. I feel like he works on other things. Most likely, he just works on other things with them. But other than that, what do you guys think about this episode? Because I loved it. I did. It was another bare bones kind of episode, back to basics kind of episode, but at the same time we got the debut of the Cool Ranger, and he did work. Like I'm really, he's like Boom Boom Black is not my favorite character next to Taya. But other than that, you guys let me know down in the comment section about what you guys thought about this episode. Next episode, we're going to see the the guy that the Hashira-sen were talking to, the guy they were communicating with, we're gonna see him, and this guy seems like he's gonna give them some trouble. But other than that, you guys let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of this episode of Bakugan Sentai Bunbunja. Did you like it? Did you hate it? You know, tell me everything that you felt about this episode, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. As remember, as I always say, guys, stay Henshin.